Hey everybody, welcome into Northern Life. Thanks for being with us on this Monday. Briggs got the tea to start the day.
Oh yeah, it's coffee. Already like
it's
my
already
third cup, I know.
Whoa, gotta start the week somehow, you know.
No kidding, it's tough out here on a Monday.
Yeah, gotta get some sort of boost.
I also have this throwback, I don't know if you can see, it's a throwback
yeah, the old
from
6
our
logo.
KBJR 6 days.
Oh.
I know when that was our branding, so we got the peacock, new 6 kind of rubbed off. It's because kind of old cup.
Yeah.
And then our old slogan in the back, in touch.
In touch, wow.
In touch. Which I'd beg to say we still are.
Yeah.
Still are in touch.
Still in touch, but we're the Northern News now. Hey, how about this for a start to the week? We actually had a great time the other day. We got to hang out with PJ's Rescue. They were hosting an event at PetSmart in Duluth, so the women-led foster group had a handful of puppies and doggos on hand, letting people look at future friends they could adopt. So we're going to have that full story coming up in a few weeks here on Northern Life, but had to share these photos.
Yeah.
The dog on the left, named Tweet, by the way. One of those dogs who's always just kind of shaking. Looks kind of nervous, but was just so sweet. And obviously you can tell Briggs holding Tweet there.
I know, so young too. Just a puppy, like I think they said maybe 9 weeks old or something. And then Zelma, who is on the right there, the black and white dog, she was one of my favorites. Just so cute, so calm.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are excited.
Very
to share
soft
that story.
too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know, I was very surprised by Zelma. I need your conditioning routine, Zelma. Hit me
Very
up.
soft.
Well, hey, here's what's coming up on today's show. Hunter and I are going to take you to Palo, Minnesota, showing off how much fun we had at their Leskiainen Festival the other weekend. We're going to learn more about the history of that event and take you down the sledding hill, the infamous sledding hill at Leskiainen. It's a scary one.
Wonder how many injuries that hill has caused to others. Later, there is a certain age range where our eyesight gets worse, apparently. Experts share why that is and why you can't do anything about it, sadly. Hey, a new survey finds Minnesota workers, if you're starting your week off on the job, apparently Minnesota workers spend 16 minutes on social media as soon as they start their shift. So 3,000 people were surveyed by Hosting Advice and said if their browsing habits could predict their next career move, actually 7% of them say they would probably be getting fired. Ooh. And then there was the other side of the spectrum. A saintly 25% out there claim to never look at anything that's not to do with work at all when they're sat at their desk. Yeah,
well, those people are liars.
Yeah, 25% or 100% liars. Yeah.
I would say I think I probably trend higher than 16 minutes on social media
to start the day.
To start my work-day. And honestly, I think it's kind of part of our jobs.
Yeah,
honestly,
that's true. That is true.
Through, I follow a lot of pages that have to do with news things, or I like to think they do anyway.
Right, yeah.
And there are different groups and stuff, so you're always finding different things that people are talking about or trending overnight, and that might be the news story that we're going to do. So I think that, I would say I probably am closer to like the 20-minute, 25-minute range.
It's a slippery slope, though. Social media is a slippery slope. It's like, you see something news related, then all of a sudden I'm watching how to improve my golf swing, and I'm like, oh wait, I gotta close these windows. Sometimes I have so many windows open that I have to hit exit and I have to restart my bind. Yeah.
So many windows. It makes me anxious.
A lot of people operate that way.
When people
got
at a desk,
40 windows open, that's how they operate.
Yeah, that's crazy
Tough.
to me. That's crazy. I would like to know the percentage of people who spend more than 16 minutes on social media right when they wake up in the morning.
That would probably be like 80%.
Yeah, it would be much higher, I bet.
Yeah, very sad. Yeah.
Well, how about this for a punishment? This is really interesting. In Michigan, 48 shoplifters have a unique public service assignment as part of their sentences for stealing from Walmart. The convicted shoplifters are now going to work at a free car wash over 4 weekends coming up this spring. The hope is that the punishment will deter future crime without sending more people into the overcrowded county jail there. I think this is very, very interesting. And I mean, we're talking shoplifting, so it's not, felony crime necessarily, depending on, I guess, how much you stole. So, I mean, if you have an overcrowded jail, I guess it's one thing to try. Everything's worth trying once, maybe.
Give it a shot.
I don't know if necessarily, if I was someone who was going to shoplift, which I'm not, but if I was, let's just say.
Got something to share here today, Briggs?
No. I don't know if a car wash, though, would be enough to, deter me from taking what I wanted.
Yeah, and also the thing with the car wash perspective, I think, is then does someone judge the quality of how you're washing the car? Because if you don't want to be there and you don't want to do it, I mean, you probably are forced to do it due to this, conviction in a way. But as someone watching how well you wash the car, I think there might be a few problems with it.
I'll tell you what, somebody should have been watching how well I washed the cars at like our tennis fundraisers back in the day where we did car washes at the gas stations. Oh, good Lord. There's some people who probably left there being like, I would like my money back.
Yeah, a lot of
like
streaks.
Donation based.
A lot of streaks on this car.
Oh, shoot.
Well, hey, let's travel to New York, where New Yorkers will tell you it's the water that makes their New York pizzas and their bagels so special. And now, Nathan's Famous Hot Dogs, making it possible for consumers outside of New York to get that authentic New York hot dog experience with canned New York City tap water. So I was actually thinking, you know, our city, Duluth, Minnesota, has some of the best tap water, I believe, in the region. Sure. Should somebody out there possibly, you know, can Duluth's tap water and maybe sell it on the open market?
I think this has actually been a controversial topic.
Oh.
I know, Lake Superior water and canning it, and there's people on both sides of that conversation. Personally, though, what I like to do is fill my water bottle with Duluth water before I go on a road trip, so then you got some of the good stuff with you. I totally
that's
agree
smart.
with that.
I've never thought about doing that. But when my friends always come up to my apartment, they're like, this water is so good. I forget how good Duluth water is. It's fantastic.
I don't know what it is, but it tastes just way
so
better
good.
than anywhere else.
Yeah.
Well, at the grocery store with eggs in short supply and prices high right now, you might be wondering if it would be more cost effective to just raise your own backyard chickens. I thought about it.
Why not?
Yeah. In Ohio, people are renting chickens for themselves. That's interesting. But apparently, it sounds like the cost of raising them for yourselves will be a little bit more expensive in the long run compared to just buying eggs at the store. That makes sense. You got to feed the chickens. You got to house them.
Yep, you got to clean up after them. Yep, you got to wait for them to grow up too if you rent them when they're just a little one. So
true, and it seems like the time investment would just be a lot as well. I'd rather just buy the eggs, I think.
A lot of extra pets. Hey, we're heading down the hill next, sliding at the Lusky Island Festival near Aurora. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Just the other weekend, Laskiainen, or the Finnish Sledding Festival, returned this year for more winter fun near Aurora, Minnesota. The event included decades-old traditions, including the icy slide. Hunter and I got to experience the wonderful celebration for ourselves.
On your marks, get set, go!
But yeah, what does the word Laskiainen actually mean?
To slide downhill.
To slide downhill?
To slide.
So how did it start? Is it from Finland, or did it originate in America?
No, it was in every country. England and all the European countries, Sweden, Norway, Russia had, they had a little bit different kind of a thing, but they all had Laskiainen.
Can you talk about what this means to this community and how it...
Well, it means, what it means is you get everybody working together. That's what we need to do. Mm-hmm. We're not doing much of that anymore, you know?
The name means, sliding festival, but it seems like the Laskiainen is about a lot more than that.
Oh, it's a lot more than that. It's about the food. Pea soup is the food. It's about the crafts. Ancient times even, they sold crafts. I mean, they had fairs and they sold their wares and made, and we do the same thing. Well, I got involved when I ran for Queen. I ran for Princess first, and when I was in 9th grade. And then 53 is when I was Queen. And we've had a lot of Queens, and they've been in parades. Both the Princess and the Queen get scholarships.
Oh, wow, okay.
It's changed a lot because it was a much more exciting as far as the crowd was, like for the dances and stuff like that. It's the beginning of Lent. You started on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday is Laskiainen.
Okay.
Cool.
Are you ready? Okay, don't push me too hard. All right, Oh my God. That was crazy.
Oh, that's awesome.
That takes a lot of volunteers to make them.
That's priceless.
Holy cow. Okay. I guess we're going. myself rolling is my greatest fear. And then I look back, and Hunter's, it looked like you did multiple spins.
Might sign up for workman's comp after this one. That was quite the tumble.
This is not an old person's game. I'm an old person now. This is good for children.
Do you have an estimate of like how many people come through and do this every year?
It's a couple thousand.
A couple thousand, okay.
I think the trick of the trade here is to wear like so many layers that if you do fall out, then you just gotta
Oh,
roll
you gotta
around.
steer. You gotta steer at the bottom.
Oh,
Hunter.
I forgot. I haven't done it in forever.
Yeah, that was so fun. Thank you so much.
Yes.
While we were watching that story, Briggs was saying we should have had a radar gun out there to see how fast you guys are moving. Because
Yeah.
you didn't stop. You just kept going on the lake.
No, yeah, we went nearly to the end that they had shoveled. I did not think I was going to be going that far. Shania,
Wow.
our director, went even farther than I did, and the second time I got smart and put my foot down, so I didn't
Yeah.
have to walk so far back.
And I think Hunter's okay. As far as we know, Hunter is okay. That was quite the flip he had.
When I turned around, I was so glad to see him like raise his arm up. As you can see, I was like, oh, he's okay, okay.
Please move. Please get up. Please stand. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I said in that story, it's harder, and you get more scared as you get older of these
Yeah.
kind of things because you realize like just how
You're
short
more
of a-
aware
yeah.
of the damage you're going to cause to your body. Yeah.
Yikes. But it was so much fun, and we had a great time at the Lusky Island Festival. Of course, annual event, so it comes around every year
Excited
about
for
the
next
end
year.
of January or so. So
Yeah.
yeah, make sure to check it out if you're in Palo. Well, it's been a little bit since we've shared your viewer comments, so let's get to a photo texted to us from Yvonne in Gilbert, Minnesota. She said, here's a picture of our dog Coco after she's been outside for a potty break on these cold mornings. You're brave, Coco. What a brave girl. All snuggled up in a warm blanket, as you can see. And then they said, absolutely love your show. You guys and gal are so much fun. And we always have a good time watching your show. So thank you so much, Yvonne.
Thanks, Yvonne. And Coco, too, if you're watching on the couch under the blanket. Next, we had a text from here in Duluth. Someone shared this photo, adding, my husband Dave and I took this picture on the lake walk on our way to Fitkers. Gorgeous and one of our favorite Duluth views. I got to tell you, it never gets old. You know, especially I'm waiting for those summer nights, walking on the lake walk, watching the sun set over the hill a little bit,
Yeah.
and just enjoying, you know, better weather, to say the least.
I can't wait. There's nothing better than the lake walk in the summer.
There's nothing better, especially if you got a dog like Coco to hang out with.
True.
Or your future one from PJ's Rescue.
Hey, there you go. Coming up, grab your glasses. We hear why you need cheaters as we get older. We'll see you in a bit.
Welcome back, everybody. It seems like it happens to a lot of us, including myself. At some point, you might need glasses. And for our middle-aged viewers out there, you sometimes need reading glasses.
But why does our vision change anyway? I don't know.
I
Susan
don't know either.
Elizabeth Littlefield found that there is a little-known word that explains it all.
Cheater, 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 cheater.
Despite the name,
Cheater, cheater, and cheater.
these accessories give Heidi Lingenfield a necessary
I always know that I have something I can read with.
advantage.
At arm's length, I can make it out,
Reading close up
but it's only because of context clues.
got tricky. Is she closed in?
Whereas with the glasses, depending on where I'm looking through, I can see them from here, here,
On middle age.
or here. Probably mid-40s.
What were the first signs that something's up?
Sitting at a computer all day long, I'm suddenly leaning forward and leaning in. By the end of the day, after looking at it, my eyes hurt, my head hurt, and now everything at a distance was blurry.
She's found ways to adapt.
So I've got a pair of these at work, pair by the bedside table, a pair next to my chair in the living room.
She's also found ways to embrace.
My previous prescription was the same glasses but in teal.
You look fabulous.
Thank you.
She got her prescriptions here.
It seems like in our 40s, our eyes change.
At True Vision Institute.
You're right. You know, they do.
So there's a name for it.
There is. It's called presbyopia.
And a lot of us don't know that, but it happens to almost all of us.
You know, it does. It's going to happen to everybody, whether you wear glasses or not.
So this is like a change of life, like menopause.
It's just kind of something that happens to all of us as we get older.
I didn't know that everyone would have that issue and that it happens no matter what.
But it does, and here's why. There's a flexible lens behind our eyes. It contracts to help us focus. Around 40 to 45, it stiffens.
So when this lens is getting stiffer, the muscle that surrounds it can no longer change the shape of it to focus up close.
Dr. Hugman says it's simply uncontrollable.
Will we all get presbyopia?
You know, we will. There's just no avoiding it. Just like we have birthdays, our eye continues to age, and that'll happen to all of us.
But what can be controlled is
It's nice to have
your attitude.
variety.
Because even if you can't see, you can still look good.
You can
You can
have
have fun with them. Absolutely. You can have fun with it.
In Hastings, with photojournalist Jose Pascual, Susan Elizabeth Littlefield, WCCO News.
I'm just out here doing the math, and I'm only like 8 years away from 40.
Mid-40s, yeah.
Yeah.
A couple more years to your mid-40s.
Hopefully I can buy myself a few more years
Yeah.
without the... I haven't had glasses, or well, I've had a pair of glasses before.
Okay.
And I think you said too, you only really needed glasses because of
Yeah.
the prompter. And that was kind of me. I realized like when reading the teleprompter, if it's a certain distance away, a little hard to see.
Yeah, I catch myself sometimes, you know, some of the menus out there now, I'm like,
Right.
I need to definitely focus. I haven't had to do like the grab the iPhone and put the iPhone flashlight in the dark places yet, but I might be getting to that point someday.
Have you had to like up the text size on your phone? Is that what?
Fortunately, I haven't had to do that either. But you know,
that'll be
we're
the day.
coming right around the corner for that
Yeah.
type of stuff, so it's understandable. Also, you know, if you do have glasses out there, it looks like that woman especially had a lot of
Yeah.
different options she could
She
choose
did.
from.
She did. A lot of really pretty ones out there
Yeah.
too. So that's kind of fun. It makes it exciting to
Yeah.
have some cheaters.
If you got some cool glasses out there, send them our way.
Yeah.
Send them on the text line. Hey, coming up, we'll quickly chat about tomorrow's blindfold when we come back. Welcome back, everybody. Hey, good eyesight or not out there, be careful when you're out on the ice this winter. Our meteorologist, Tony Nargi, was actually caught on camera the other day here in Canal Park, slipping by the lighthouse.
There
and we
he
can
is.
actually laugh about this comedic fall
Oh.
because he is okay. He didn't break anything as far as we know. You know, our meteorologists are falling apart, it looks like. Hunter on the slide and Tony when it comes to stairs.
Oh, sheesh. And he pointed this video out to us himself,
Yeah,
so
true.
we didn't even go looking for it. We
Yeah.
would have never known if he didn't show
He
us
identified
this.
himself. Right.
Well, when we see you again tomorrow, I believe Hunter's coming back.
I think so.
Yay, that's so exciting. We're going to be chatting about his vacation adventures. Plus, for this week's Blindfold, Ryan and I hit the ice with a few players from Duluth Denfeld's boys hockey team at Essentia Heritage Center. And this was so much fun. They were super nice and super nice to teach us all about their sport,
Yeah,
too.
a lot of respect for the sport and playing that because, man, skating itself is hard enough. When they grab a stick and then you're told to score on a goalie, the goalie there let me score, by the way. So.
He is very talented, yes.
It's like I grew up playing basketball, and man, basketball in itself was hard enough,
Yeah.
but having all these factors into one sport, good on you for learning how to play
Yeah.
hockey out there. Or even skiing, as I've
People
learned too this winter.
Coming at you so fast on the hockey rink on skates.
Yeah,
Ooh,
if someone
scary
skating at
stuff.
you would be scary. Well, thanks for joining us today. We love you.
Yeah, we'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Monday.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.